The views and opinions expressed by the hosts do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the hosts, the show, the management, and the network. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real Talk Monday. Nice to see each one of you wherever you are everywhere in the world. Oh my goodness, I'm losing all my words right now. Very excited today. Real Talk Monday. It's our episode 2. That's why. Okay, and today we're gonna talk about the impacts of epidemic. And once again, this is Lee on Motivationalee. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And we are live here on YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and of course my Facebook page, Motivationalee. For those who haven't subscribed yet, please visit my YouTube channel and Facebook page, Motivationalee. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully you'll see all my videos as well, including my website, www.motivation.com. I'll talk to you more about that because I'm so excited for today, episode 2, of course, with Rain and Bibo. It's our episode 2, the impact of epidemic. So, let's talk about all these topics which are relatable and has substance at the same time. That's why we are here, guys. Rain, Bibo, and Lee. Before I forget, I will surely introduce you to each one of you right now. Bibo Santos. Hi, Bibo.
Yay! What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello everyone. My name is Bibo Santos, and welcome again to our second episode of Motivationalee and Real Talk Monday. Lee, I'm very excited with
That's
our
right.
topic today. There's a
And
lot of people will relate to our topic. So for the past 2 years, we've been experiencing,
definitely.
yes, we've been experiencing for the past 2 years. We've been experiencing a lockdown, being away with our relatives, being away with our friends.
That's
So
right.
right now, it's time for us, to share our experiences. Of course, to all the listeners out there, to all those watching out there, you can butt in. You can, share your experiences here in Real Talk Monday. What's up? What's up?
Yo, this is it. Let's bring it on. Lee and Bibo here. We're still waiting for Rain. And you know
Yep.
what, Bibo? I know all of us, you, Rain, and myself, are very busy today. It's
Yeah.
an all day activity, could be work, whatever it is. But here we are, very excited for episode 2. Whew, hyperactive.
Woo.
And before I forget, I would like to say to all our friends who are tuning in and will be tuning in later on because it's a different time zone as well. I would like to
Yeah.
say to all our friends in Italy, Buena Giornata. Guten Tag to all our friends in Germany, Kalimera in Greek, Evkaristo, and of
Wow.
course, Konnichiwa in Japan to all our friends out there. And we'll be watching as well the recorded, talk show of RTM and Namaskar in India.
Mhm.
Hello, Namaste. And
Namaste.
how do you say that in Korean? Jun Junwei, yeah, Junwei, yeah. Okay. All right, please
Wow.
forgive me. There you go. Love you all. And
Woo.
Chua Chow Hu Hao. Chow Hu Hao. Oh my goodness, I'm so trying hard in Chinese, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Only on
joining my
Real Talk
everyone.
Monday.
Again, there you go. It's all real. Impact of epidemic. Let's talk about that. And of
Yep.
course, Bibo, since the epidemic has started in 2020, I believe it was almost March 2020, right? It has
Yeah.
created a bit of like a surprise to everyone. It
It's true.
must have, the epidemic could have, could break you or make you. And we will
Yep.
see today our own experience. And even for our audiences, live audience, if you want
Yeah.
to share your experience as well in pandemic since 2020, especially here in Australia and in Melbourne, the longest, what do you call this, lockable city in the
Yeah.
world. How did you
Yeah.
cope? What have you learned?
Yeah.
You'll never know. Let's do this. Now, Bibo, I
Yeah.
think Rain is here as well. I would like you to meet everyone once again. one of our host here in Real Talk Monday. Let's call on Rain. Yoo-hoo! Hey Rain,
Hi,
how's it
hi
going?
everyone. Magandang
Hey, nice to
umaga,
see
hapon
you.
at gabi.
Magandang
Yep.
umaga. Mabuhay everyone to our
Mabuhay.
Filipino friends and family. Yay! Now, Rain, I'm not sure if you have heard what I said. Like today, let's talk about the
Mm,
impact of the epidemic and how it affected us, our family, friends, anywhere in the world.
mhm.
Again, this is going to be relatable to each one of us and to anyone who's watching right now and even watching the recorded too. So, let's start. Who wants to talk about anything about pandemic, the impact of pandemic to you guys? I'll talk later. I can rest. Okay. Bibo, you gonna
Sit
start?
back and relax. Oh yeah.
Yes, I'll sit back and relax. Thanks. I
Okay.
love that.
Hello, Mars. Hello, Rain. Hello, Lee. Yeah, for about 2 years actually. We're experiencing such a lockdown here in yeah, especially all over the world actually. So yeah,
Mhm.
my experience, from my own experiences, as you know, all of my friends knows that my mom passed away last I think last November. Yeah, last December last year. So the most important thing for me is the big impact for me is I want to go
2021,
to the
you said?
Philippines to 2020. Yeah, 2020, 2021. So I want to go back to the Philippines. So just to see her, and there's a lot of things that's going on because especially there's no people around me who knows what's going on me. Number one thing is the mental health. Mental is the most important thing. So the only people that who knows what's going on in my life is of course my wife and of course my closest friends, and then I didn't tell anyone what's going on, especially what happened to my mom. So yeah, the most important thing for me is to have your good circle of friends, give you backup, and then during that time, that's the yeah, I really want to go to the Philippines. I want to hug her. So the feelings of having a lot of things that's going on, that all of the people around you knows that you're okay, but you're not okay. So yeah, I'm happy to share that one. So yeah, it's all about you guys.
That's definitely a tough
I
Yep.
know.
time,
I'm
Mars.
ready with my
Yeah,
Yeah.
little wife here.
Yeah.
it's so tough.
True,
Yeah.
true,
I
true.
can't
And
I
imagine.
have a lot of
I
friends
know.
actually that
Even though,
go ahead. So there's a lot of people that I know that who also have the same experience like me. So during those tough days, so some people call me, all of my relatives call me that it's really tough being a tough guy because for us Filipinos, we're very close. Not just close, we're very tight actually. So as you know, right now I'm also planning to to see all of my relatives, especially with my family over there. There's in front of them you have to be tough, but after the time that you're gonna put down the phone, that's the time you have to release all the tensions, release all the frustrations, and of course, especially in the Philippines,
yeah,
the the hospital bills is quite, it's not compared to here. It's free actually. We're very lucky here. But the thing is, the Philippines, we're
yeah,
very fortunate enough that the healthcare system here is spot on compared to the Philippines. That good thing that I have a purpose. I always tell Julie that that's my purpose. Just in times of emergency, in times of troubles, I'm always here for them with my sisters, to my family. And but the thing is, there's nothing we can do. There's a lot of things that we can do. Just for me, leave up, give everything to God, everything that you're gonna control, leave it to Him, and then He will do the rest. So that's my experiences during those pandemic. Those for about I think for about 2 years of of the pandemic. Okay, that's my
it must be
experience.
really, really hard, Bibo.
Yep.
It must be really, really hard for you to experience that.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that you're too far from your parents or if you're from your mom, your
Yep.
relatives, and all that, and you can't even go home. I could
Yep.
imagine other people who have also gone through the same thing. it's you want to be there, but you can't even fly because of the restrictions and everything. But I
Yeah.
really honor you and salute you for being that strong for your
Yep.
family. You are their strength, and thank you for being a good kuya, a good
Yeah.
brother, and a good example to other people that despite of what's happening, you have to be the strength of your family. Great job,
And
Bibo,
thank you so
and a bit of
much, Coach
tears in me
Lee.
as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach Lee. Because the thing is, when you're in social
Dara.
media, remember, guys, during those time on your social media, all of your friends are always posting that someone has passed away, putting the they're changing all their profile picture with a candle or black. So that's
Yeah.
the time I also stay away with social media. But as you can see, I'm also active. I'm also in a radio and the other stations. So they have no idea what's going on. But in front of them, I have to be, I have to be tough. I have to be jolly. But after the show, I have to be with my family here. Yeah, asking for their strength. That's why. Okay, that's all, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, for
Be-
sure. For sure.
Sir,
Yeah. Yep.
Bibo, bro,
Lee.
can you share to everyone who are watching? I know. Would you mind if you could share your coping mechanisms?
Oh yeah.
I think
One
it's
of my
nothing.
coping
Yeah. Would
mechanism
you like
is
to? Would you mind if you could share and inspire people here, Bibo, who are
yep.
watching? What are
Oh
those
yeah.
coping mechanisms that you have done?
Yeah, always yeah, one as you can see, I'm also a musician. So I'll try to write some songs, one of my coping mechanisms there, and then play some music, and then always talk with the people that who's been with me for a very long time, who can also relate on my situation. I have two friends here. Of course, I'm being also a part of the community here, so always giving me some advice. After that, yeah, try to be uh, more. I'll try to be more optimistic. So yeah, I always tell to myself that that's the plan maybe. So I have to accept it one by one. But the grief, there's for me on my part, grief has no stages. So there will be a time that suddenly it will flush back, and then you have to cope up with it, and then you have no choice. On my part, you have no choice but to cope up with it, because being a father here, and of course being no the eldest son in my family, so I have to be strong for them, and of course with my little baby here, Yvain. So yeah, that's my coping mechanism. Music is the best part of my, yeah, in coping up. Yeah.
Wow, that's good to know. Music therapy. Yay.
Yeah.
Well done.
A big shout out to Romel Alfon, one of yeah, at Ate Grace. A big shout out to you, Kuya Romel. God bless. They're watching
Hello
right now.
po. Now, thank you everyone for watching. And we would like, the whole world would like to hear from Rain. What
Yeah.
were your
Yep.
experiences, Rain? Maybe some people here can relate to you, and what
Yeah,
are
for
your coping
sure.
mechanisms as well during
Yeah.
pandemic,
I
even up
I
to
think
now? Still
yeah,
pandemic.
I think with Bieber, once again pass. So sorry that you had to go through that. I know I was one of the few that you told, and I've met your mom
Yeah.
and everything else, right? So family comes first, and it would be heartbreaking not to have that final goodbye. But I know that and she knows in her heart that you always carry her with you. So I think that's the beauty of having all those memories, especially with our parents. It's hard losing a parent. And though
Yeah.
I lost mine going 16 years ago now, it still doesn't really fade away. Like you just learn to live with it. But pandemic wise, I think there's a couple of things really that I can, I guess, take away. It's a tough time, but also the other bit is there was also a bit of joy, I guess, in the sense because I got to stay home and I got to spend it with my son. So I think it's a mixed bag. The other bit is obviously you don't know what's happening in the world. It's challenging to see relatives overseas. You're in a bubble really, and there's no sort of way for you, the old way of socializing and connecting with people, such as spending time with friends and family, grew out the window. So it's not there anymore. So as a person, you have to find, because we are social beings, so you have to find other ways to still connect. And I think the way that we cope with that is we had weekly trivia sessions with my family. So we still had one. We have family all over the world. My mum was in the US with her husband, and two of my brothers were in the Philippines, and then most of my siblings were here. So every Sunday, we went on a video chat and started playing trivia as a way to bond together. So we didn't feel so alone, and we still had that, I guess, connection as family. So I think that was one of the things. It was hard mentally. I think it was hard for most of us, Lee, and people, because we're all wanting to build and strengthen our relationships with our friends, and not just for the good times, but also share, I guess, parenting challenges or faith challenges, or just like life challenges in general. Like, not no one has a perfect life, and what we do with each other is the way we lean on each other and get that support that was suddenly yanked from our feet with the pandemic, because we had, all the plans essentially got cancelled, and you didn't even know when to make the new plans, right? I think it's only in 2023 that we're finally seeing a bit of light, that it's now the new normal. So it took the world, and it took Australia, even, what, just 2 days last week on the 21st, when we first opened our borders back to the world. So that's one. But the positive side, as I mentioned earlier, the silver lining to all this is I got to spend time with my son from the time that he was, 2 going on 3, and then he's now 5. So I really, I had just obviously sleep. You have to sacrifice some things, but I work full time, and I'm also a full time mum, and I got to spend those years, a couple of years with him, and that's something that is priceless. That I don't think money could buy. Really, time is the only thing that money can't buy. So I think that was a good thing. That was really what helped me, I guess, keep my sanity. The fact that he was there, and like you, Bibs and Lee, like people depend on us. So, you
Yeah.
still have me time. You still have, like, yeah, I still, the way I cope is obviously, lots of walks, lots of reading, lots of writing, because I do love to write, and just using that outlet. So I think that's the whole 2 years, really, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If not so many words, yeah. See,
Lots of saying, Rain. Lots of saying too.
for sure, for sure.
That's good. That's really good to hear from you, Rain. What an inspiring, journey like that you have already experienced, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to you as well, and even to Bibo a while ago. And it's really good to see people, despite of our weaknesses, despite of all the ups and downs, we're there, standing tall, and still going stronger no matter what. We choose happiness, don't we? And that's really good. Yay! How about a big round of
Yeah,
applause for my partners
yes,
here, Rain
yeah,
and Vivo.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yay!
And what about
An
you, Lee?
inspiration to everyone.
What about
Oh
you,
yes, of
Lee? How
course.
did you go?
As I've
Yeah.
mentioned,
How was it?
yeah, as as I've mentioned last at the beginning of this program, that when it happened, suddenly happened in 2020. I think that was March. I'm not sure if February or March. I always think like this could make me or break me, or it could make us or break us. It's
Yeah.
either of the two. It could be a good one, or maybe a challenging path as well. And I was just thinking like, oh, what shall I do? I was really glad at that time, despite of all the tears that I've shed since I lost my dad in 2017. And I felt like when 2020 came, I said to God, like, Lord, if there is more challenges that I have encountered, I guess I have already encountered a lot, so much heavy burden in 2017, like emotionally. I hope this year, 2020, when it happened, I hope that I'll be able to find strength and happiness in this one. And I chose my battle. And in that, at that moment, I felt lucky because, I teach as well. I teach nursing to all my students out there. Thank you so much for watching. So good thing that the face to face, like the whole thing has shifted into an online opportunity, right? And that includes teaching, which is really good. And so I thought, oh, I might lose my job, just like anyone else in the world. They've lost their job. They were overcoming those mental health issues, like the stability of their emotions, everything in all aspects in life. And I thought I tried to prepare myself into that situation, but when we were able to shift teaching into online, I felt like at least the only change is that it's virtual. I'm so glad I still got a job. Yeah. And at the same time, my mom is here because, she's
Wow.
all
Yeah, it's a big
alone back
advantage.
home.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's only him and my dad. I'm the only child. And I'll be more stressed if she'll be away from me by a distance because of the restrictions, right? And I'm glad that, God is so good that she stayed over and, and again, job wise, I'm so grateful to God, really grateful for everything, honestly. And
Yeah.
then the family itself, with my little one, with my other two big kids, the family itself was able to be more united, talk more about, anything. We got more closer. And I know being familiar every day can also break you sometimes, like, all these arguments, we're not all perfect, but at the
Yep.
end of the day, there might be some differences. As I said this on my post last time, as a family, we came from different branches. I mean, we are into different branches, but we came from one root. It's like, the root that
Yep.
made us really strong as a family. So just like a tree with different branches, right? But just one root. And so with that experience, I realized like, wow, I thought long time ago, since I gave birth with my my kids, I thought that it's okay. The communication is fine, it's good. But during pandemic, it's humongously better. It's the openness is there, and we realize something, and just it's like mending something as well that we have not talked about from the past few years because we're busy with work, busy with school, the kids are at school. And again, to top it up, it's just an amazing journey for me and my family. It's a different challenge, but a beautiful challenge. And again, I chose my battle, including my family. We chose our own battle despite of all the differences and the trials and
Yeah.
tribulations. We're just grateful for everything that comes along our way. And that's what makes everything, really sailing well. And one more thing as well. This pandemic since 2020, again, just like you, Bibo and Rain, I found my life's purpose. Like I became full-time coach, like a life coach. I
Yay.
coach direction, career, faith, relationship, income boosting, confidence, self-esteem, performance outcome. Do you know what? I met a lot of new friends in different time zones, okay? Because of the pandemic. Everyone stays at home. So they have
Yeah.
time to look for ads and all that. And they came across my ads. And again, there's a reason why it's just the reason why I had to do this, because I'm meeting new friends and helping people to be more inspired, motivated, and empower people. And again, this pandemic for me, no matter what happens, I know there are a lot of downs and up, but I chose this happiness path that it has made me or molded me to become a better person because of the people that I've spoken to through my coaching. every session, I thought I'm carrying a much big cross, but they're carrying more heavier cross than myself. So I feel grateful for that as well. And my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, everything has been produced during pandemic, and I'm grateful for all those people who have subscribed to my channel. I even most
Yeah.
of them I don't know them. But thank you guys for your support. And because of that, Rain and Bibo, I always I know they don't want me to say this, but this mic, everyone, was given to me by my new friend through YouTube channel,
Yeah. Whoop,
David
whoop.
and Jen. If Karishto, all the way they're Greek, obviously. Thank you so much. They found me on a YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and even my technical part as well. They gave that to me. Thank you so much for trusting my capabilities as well. If Karishto. So that's it. That's the journey. I'm
Awesome.
so grateful for everything. I chose my battle, as I said.
Awesome. That's good to hear, Coach Lee. Yeah, everyone is inspired with our story. I'm very sure. Yeah. And speaking of sponsors,
I'm
we're
sure. Yeah.
looking forward to all of our sponsors here in a Real Talk Monday. So
True.
make way, contact us here in Real Talk Monday.
Yes, please. And what's your story, guys? Please let us know. Just
Yeah.
click that comment button and type in so that we can also say something about it. We can share something, some insight as well, or maybe you can inspire us as hosts here and the televiewers all over the world. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that, whilst you're typing, we'll give you the chance to type. Let's come back after some words from our sponsors.
Learners Hub is one of the leading tuition centres in the western suburbs today, offering advanced classes and tutorials for primary and secondary school students. We specialise in personalised teaching that caters to each student's learning styles and needs, ensuring a guaranteed formula for academic success and making learning a fun and enjoyable experience. We also specialise in IELTS reviews and coaching for both academic and general training. We also conduct intensive NAPLAN preparation classes with highly qualified teachers registered under the Victorian Institute of Teaching licenses. You can be sure that you
Wow.
All right. I don't know what happens there. When it's live, anything could
Wow.
happen. It could be the audio, internet.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for your patience, guys. Once again, that's
Yep.
Learners Hub, the best
Yeah.
tutorial,
Woo!
hub that you can book for your
Yeah.
kids and for your, for the secondary school. Anything,
Yeah.
just reach out to them. Bibo is here, which is the owner of Learners Hub, of course. Yeah,
All right.
Bibo. Can you let
Thank
them know
you.
how they can keep in touch with you, Bibo?
All right, guys, you can contact us at
Number and also
our
the
website.
website.
Yep, at www.learnshub.com.au, and our number is 0424 801 827. So we're doing some online and also on-site tutoring, and of course, yeah, you can find it also in Facebook. So guys, enroll now in Learners Hub. Okay.
Yay! Support Learners Hub, support local as well. And of course, Estilo, thank you so much for this. To Rowena and Rowell, thank you so much.
Rowell.
I love it. It's really nice, soft, and it's not really harsh to your skin. So, Estilo, for all your printing needs, whether it's for a giveaway for your event or a shirt, bags, whatever it is, contact Estilo. I don't have the contact number here, but you can contact me as well, and I can redirect you to Rowell and Bibo, or to the Rowell and Rowena of Estilo Designs. Yes, please reach out to Motivationalee. I can send them to you. Great. So, welcome back once again, and we've shared our experiences and all that, and even the coping mechanisms as well. That it's some ideas that other people might be able to relate and can do that in the future. Is there anything else that you have came across last time during pandemic, not just for yourself but for other people? What do you think, guys? Or the impacts of pandemic in
For
general?
Yeah, for me, the most important thing is the technology. Imagine, ladies, if it's happened during the medieval time, we actually don't have any technology. It's very hard because you won't be able to communicate, especially with your loved ones. There's no what you call Netflix. There's anything. How it's very hard when it happens before. Do you think that we regarding with our technology and of course our medicine? The vaccines are it's a game changer compared to for the way back then during those pandemic days during the Spanish flu. The vaccine doesn't done very early right now because of our technology, especially with our medicine. It's very advanced, so good thing that we cope up early compared to what happened from the way back then.
True. Thank you for that, Bibo. I
Yeah,
agree with you. It's just really allowed us to shift into the online world. Thank you. How
yeah.
about you, Rain?
I think the main thing and the main takeaway is that you don't have to be at work to do work. I think from most of us who are working, and as you know, aside from all the medical technological advancements that we actually can live a more balanced life, as long as you set your
Yeah.
own boundaries, that you can, wear the many hats, especially as women. And Bibs, as well, as with your wife Marianne, can switch from being teacher, being mum to Yvain, and then being housewife. So I think that was the main thing for me. I was able to also carve out roles and call the shots in my own time. So I think that was the deciding factor, and I think most of the people have experienced that. And then from an employer perspective, they know that work's still being done and people are still being productive. Because before the pandemic, people like, oh, work from home, wink, wink, are you really working? Sort of thing. So that's what people were thinking about. And you've got a lot of, I guess, eyebrows raised. Why not come to the office to prove that you are getting paid what you're meant to? Um, but that being said, I think that's the main
Mm.
thing for us women working. Like, we are able to, in between meetings, I'm able to load the washing machine and then just have the washing done instead of waiting for the weekend to do it. Or I can start dinner at 4:30 and have it ready by 6 o'clock. So I think those are like practical things that we just sort of learn to live with. And I guess, as I've said, it's establishing boundaries. I guess because on the flip side, because you're always at home, at work, when you clock off at 5, people still call you at 6 o'clock or 6:30, and I think that's within you and how you manage your time and how you
Yeah.
relate to people, that you can sort of have a balancing act with that. So I think that's the one thing. And obviously, like what you said, and I pick up on this, Lee, the fact that we were in lockdown together. Sometimes it can be grating that it's like you just see your partner every single day, and then it can be an issue where the flaws are highlighted, because you just see someone, they're the same one, and then because no one's perfect, they do the same thing, right? And they do the same thing, and you're like, why did you leave?
Criticize.
Why did you leave the glass in the table when you could put it on the sink? Or why are
Yeah.
the towels on the floor? Or, like things like that, that
Just
they
getting to
get
know each other.
amplified. Yeah, they get amplified because they're the only person that you see. So I
Yeah.
think it was a test as well to relationships between partners and relationships with, with Lee, with your older kids. I'm supposing that because there's just that much time spent together, as the old saying goes, familiarity breeds contempt, because
Yeah.
you're just so familiar and you're like, you just don't have like an off switch. And sometimes Kaizen would,
Yeah.
my son would just want to play all day, and I'm like, God, grant me peace, because sometimes because no one can be like on 24/7. So I think
I
that
can
was just the
imagine
one
that.
thing. And then I'm really like, I can be loud sometimes, and my husband's like the opposite of me. And the good thing, I guess, about it was the fact that, because my husband is classified as his work's classified as an essential worker, so he
Okay, good.
still, so he was locked down with me like for a week, and he was like, oh, and then when it was time to come back to work, he's like, yes, I love you, but you're too loud. He was saying to
Shout
me.
out to
So
Mike.
yeah,
Shout out to Michael.
it's like, you're
Hello,
too loud.
Michael.
Yeah, too loud. So and then
Yeah.
so I had to go back to office. So I think
Mm.
having that space, I guess, apart, not doesn't mean that the love isn't there, but you just have your own breathing room with these
Yeah.
things. So I think that was the main
True.
thing, and I guess we were lucky in that respect. It was just myself and Kaizen at home, and Michael still went to work, and I still, obviously got really anxious sometimes, especially when there's like, a COVID case at their work, and you just feel like, oh
Yeah.
my God, did I get it? We've got a son. We don't have the vaccine yet. This is like at the early stages in 2020. But now that there is a vaccine and there are boosters, I think there's a level of comfort and a level of security and a level of protection that people
True.
are more, I guess, living less fearfully, like they're less scared of the unknown, because we are studying it and we are using, as you said, Bibs, the technology on
Yeah.
hand, but based on science, that can actually say, yep, this is the way forward for us. So I think that's pretty much what I can think of, like aside from like little things like insofar as, I guess, a different way to work. But I think that was the main shift. The world shifted, and I think it's a good thing as well, that we adapted to change,
True.
and I think it's here to stay. I don't think that employers can expect us, Lee, to be in the office 9 to 5 when it's 2 years of us
Yeah,
being at home and still getting
Yeah.
paid and still getting work
do
done.
agree.
So I think that's a main thing that most people who have office jobs like me can relate to. And it may be a slow push in going back on site, but it's now like a 50-50 or one day a week
Yeah.
or scenario, sort of thing. So that's it.
Because
That's
we
it.
are
I think,
accustomed, right, to just staying at home.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
We'll,
true. I agree with
we'll,
you, Rain. Thank you
I
for
love
bringing
working
light
from
on
home
that one.
actually.
Thank
I love working from home. And of course,
I love
ladies,
it too. I love it
yeah.
now. I love it more.
And of course, ladies, the main fact is, of course, the education. The online education. For you, Coach Lee, you're also a teacher. It's very hard. The online class. It's quite difficult, right?
Yeah, it's the
Was it
attention and
hard?
the if they're
What?
Yeah.
attentive.
Yeah. Was it hard for students, Lee, when you
Actually,
started, or
some students
Bibs?
like it, some students doesn't like it. It's like a marmite. It's like marmite. Whether they can hate it or love it. Some they
Okay.
have lots of distractions at home,
Yeah,
and
that's
they can't
true.
even interact with the activity. Some are they just really into they're accustomed to face that it's real, like and they can socialize, and during
Yep.
the online class they're just in their room, they're not socializing. It seems like something has taken away from them, but some people are resilient, they easily get back into track, and then let's get on with it because we want to graduate, things like that. But some people are different, there's different mindset as well, so it can
Yep.
be hard for us teachers as well, especially mine is nursing. The
Mm.
attention of the students, especially if you're talking about pathophysiology, anatomy, and you ask.
Yeah, general anatomy. So I've been there before when I was still in nursing. But the thing is, Rain, the most impacted, the most, no, it's very hard for us, especially in the primary years. The primary
I'm sure I,
students,
I'm back. I'm back.
yep,
So some of
yeah,
them might not be in, inside a camera. They turn off their camera perhaps because
hmm,
they're not into like this blurb of whatever the subject is, and it's tempting to just go back to bed and sleep. But some, they chose, their battles as well. Like they just have to get on with it and finish it and graduate because we want to
But
be in there,
coach,
so we want to work.
yeah, but Coach Lee, the most challenging for us is the primary students, because the primary students are quite not get used to it. They
Yes, the
kind of
attention.
get distracted. That's why in Learner's Hub there we have a lot of students right now try to cope up with their class, especially in their school. So we have a lot of
True.
enrollees, the primary ones. That's why it's very hard actually. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
we can
think
cope up with it.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter with the age, Bibo. For me, in my own opinion, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because some people are not into virtual. And this is
Mhm.
what I've observed. People are accustomed to what they've been doing before the pandemic, and they don't want change. And some
Yeah.
people in different parts of the world are not ready for change. But this is the new
Mhm.
norm. And some people are really having a hard time doing this. The world has shifted into online, but in the
Mhm.
middle of the pandemic, 2020, even last year, people are now accustomed to working from home and they don't want to go back
Yeah,
face to face. It's like, hey, it's nice to be at home and have a snack every time.
and I
Sit
like
down
it.
there, turn off your camera, have your snack while listening, and it's done. And now going back face to face, we are going back face to face this week. And
Yeah.
let's see how it goes. If students will be there on time and they're still awake and they're used to having their PJs, their pajamas, and yeah, and see how it goes. And can I just add to this? Because some people are accustomed to what is the normal before the pandemic. A lot of people have lost their jobs, which I have coached one last year, this year, and the year before,
Yeah.
in 2020.
Yep.
It's like, they don't know if there's still an opportunity that would come along their way because they used to be a manager of a certain big company, and losing their job and they're the breadwinner. It's the transition is really very difficult. But with the coaching that I've done last time, it's nice to see people who have transitioned despite of all the challenges. Look at them now. To all of you, I know you'll be watching this. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you. I don't want to mention your name from different parts of in Europe, especially that time. I'm so glad where you are right now, and you have found, ladies and gents, your life's purpose. And keep up the good work. Everything happens for the right reason. And thank you for all the sessions that we have done, and thank you that you chose your battle once again. That's very important today. Chose your battle, and you chose the right path so that you won't feel helpless and you don't feel stressed at the same time. A lot of people as well, Rain and Bibo, has experienced the mental health concern, like mental
Yeah.
health, stress in mental health. I mean, especially with relationships. That's what one of the things that you have mentioned, Rain, a while ago. Sometimes you have your arguments, you get to know more each other, right? Even little things like tidying up and all those things. But what more to some people who have just got married or just moved in together and all that. Again, this pandemic could, make you or break you. So that's what happens on the relationship and some of the mental health issues as well, and crisis. And thank God we've got lots of help and support here in Australia when it comes to, some of the toxicity in a relationship. At the same time, there are, health crisis helpline, and they can really attune to that and talk to the right people and overcome everything. So a lot of things that happen, but here we are. We are
Yeah.
resilient. That's the word, resilient.
Yep.
Hey, there you
Resilient
We're
is
go.
the word.
motivated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think just to add to that as well, Lee and Bibbs, I think that
Yep.
between the three of us, I do recognize that we are very fortunate, that we are still blessed, that the pandemic didn't actually impact us financially,
Yeah,
and we were able to
Exactly.
find the silver lining to the big problem, because obviously
true.
tourism, jobs in the hospitality industry and tourism industry, hotel restaurants and all the like, they're the ones that really suffered, not just in Australia but throughout the
True.
world. So I am just conscious of that, like what you mentioned, Lee, that there are a lot of massive layoffs and cuts just for businesses to survive. So, my message to those viewers who had gone through that: you are stronger than you think, and the next opportunity is just right around the corner. So just don't give up hope, and especially now that Victoria has launched this thing from, I think, next week, Melbourne Money, wherein diners who are in certain areas of Melbourne can actually claim a discount as funded by the government. So I just wanted to, I guess, slide that in
Exactly.
for our Melbourne viewers there. Just support local business, support local, get out
Yes,
there. I
definitely.
think that obviously in
True.
a safe and socially distanced manner, but still get out there to show our support to those, members of our community, members of our society that had to have their whole life change in just a blink because of this pandemic. So I think I just wanted to just
Correct,
slide that
correct.
in, guys. And it's always all about
Yeah.
paying it forward, and also, it's time. It's the new normal, and we just need to
Yes,
be safe in
True.
us going about our daily lives. So yeah, just wanted to
definitely. Thanks
slide
for
that
that,
in while we've got
Rain.
that time.
Yeah. Good
we,
info.
we, we
Good
choose
info.
the right
Yeah.
path as much as possible so that we can achieve our goals in life as well. But before Bibo,
Yeah.
I know you want to inspire more people and Rain as well. I want to go.
Yeah.
Let's come back to that. Hello, I
Hi
know you miss
guys.
mommy.
Hello
Let's
Kai.
before we wrap this up, Bibo and Rain. It's just amazing,
Okay.
topic today, and sharing all our thoughts and our views and opinions about this and our experiences as well. Let's come back after these words from our sponsor. Let's just check if Estilo's video will be moving forward. Let me see. Let's come back after this. There you go, guys. It's
All
Dilo once
right.
again. That is Dilo, and of course, Learners Hub. And thank you so much for trusting and supporting locals as well. Learners Hub and Estilo. And of course, last week we've talked about Arim SAS as well, which is local here in Australia. If you're a doctor in from different parts of the world, if you come to Australia and practice being a doctor, please reach out to me as well so I can help you guys how you can review your AMC Part 1 and Part 2 and become a licensed doctor here, medical doctor in Australia. So please keep in touch with me. Now, Rain and Bibo, what a beautiful day spending my time with
Yeah.
you. It's nighttime here in Melbourne and Australia, obviously.
It's our pleasure,
And
Coach Lee.
I know Rain
Yeah.
has given us already and the whole viewers her inspiring message. Just in case, Rain, if you want to say anything more about pandemic, okay? I'll get back to you. We'll talk to Bibo. Bibo, any special message that you want to share to all our televiewers right now?
Oh yeah. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to all of our friends, especially all over the world. We have a lot of followers and like especially my page, Bibo Santos. I'm always sharing it, the Motivationalee Real Talk Monday. And of course, please support every, especially with the Filipino owners there, the small businesses. Please support them, like them, and of course, our show here, Motivationally. Like and subscribe the Motivationally on YouTube and of course in Facebook. So make it a habit every fortnightly. All right, every fortnightly, Real Talk Monday,
Every
right here.
fortnight.
Yeah.
Yes, please, please, please. And Rain, any special message to everyone? Apart from what you have mentioned, anything
Yes,
else you want to add to that?
no, just apart from what I've mentioned, I've also started my own, I guess, writing space. So watch that.
Yay!
More
Woohoo!
to come in the next fortnight. But it's really all about sharing positivity, sharing my passion for writing, and please support Philippine Times as well, the largest and
Yes.
Yeah.
long-standing
Whoop, whoop.
Filipino Australian newspaper. So that's it, guys. That's all from me. And thank you once again, Bibs and Lee, for the opportunity to spend this Monday night with you. Just talking about real things,
My
real
pleasure.
topics, and having an honest reaction to most things. Kaizen agrees.
That's right. That's true. Thank you, Rain and Bibo. Once again, I'm so blessed to have you in
Pleasure.
this Real Talk Monday. Again, relatable topics that we can discuss here and other people in different parts of the world as well. And now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, all our viewers globally, once again, the impacts of a pandemic, it could be different to you, different to us. No matter what, we came from different walks of life. We have different mindset, different experiences, different interpretations. No matter what, let's again, as I've mentioned this many times, if you want to replay this, choose your battle. Because if we are accustomed to what was the long time ago, I don't think even Rain and Bibo, and myself don't think that we can go back to that normal era. This is a new norm. And it has taught us to be grateful. It has taught us to choose happiness. It has taught us to weigh things up. And for since 2020, as we look back, it's now 2022. Look back, literally look back right now and talk to yourself. Where was I at that time? That was me before, right? And yeah, I was able to overcome maybe most of it. I'm still keep going at this time. Nothing is perfect in this world, but at least I am resilient in what I do, and I am becoming open-minded, and also being ready to take the challenges that comes along my way, because there are a lot of opportunities that I can create, because this is not just the ending of what I have started, but it's just the beginning of a beautiful and meaningful life. It could be, a better future for you guys who are watching right now. And it could be an eye opener for you guys that, hey, I've got another passion. Just like Rain, she's good in writing. Bibo is good in music. Why not do this as my passion? I might be more successful than working from 9 till 5. So there are so many things that you really need to think about right now. I mean, let's stop dwelling on the past. Let's just move forward and just be ready and try and elevate that potential that you have right now. You might have different, talents in life. Why not use that? You have your passion. Use that passion and to create your opportunity. And again, let the world witness that passion becomes a success. Believe in yourself. No one can ever help you. It's just you. You yourself can help you. So if you want to start now, start right now, because this is the right time for you to keep going. And again, O'Neill says here, oh my goodness, my nose is watching from
What's
the
up?
back.
What's up,
Tyler,
O'Neill? What's up?
that's so true. O'Neill and the rest of you, keep going, because you know what? This is the right time to use what you have got, your passion, your talent, your gift. Recognize that. And you will surprise yourself like, hey, look at me now. Looking back 2020, that was I before, and look at me now. This is me, a new me in the new norm.
Yeah.
Because I know I am focused with my vision, and I will be able to achieve that vision no matter what happens, because life is not always perfect anyways. So just keep going and know, again, choose your battle. Don't forget
True.
that. And practice being resilient. You will go a long way. And
True.
again, once again, guys, we have also experienced winning moments, right? So the winning moments is, overcoming everything from shifting from the whatever is the conventional to the online world.
Yeah.
And as I've mentioned this again from my other podcast, I believe so that strength, winning is not all about. I mean, strength is not all about winning, right? It's all about the challenges that we have gone through, and we have never given up on something more important in our life, and that means that we never surrender, and that is strength. So again, resilience is very important to all of us. So once again, guys, do not lose hope. Keep going because you are gifted, you are talented. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Motivationalee and FB page. Have a lovely day, everyone. God
All
bless
right.
you. Stay happy, strong, motivated, and empowered. This is Lee, Rain, and Bibo.
Vivo.
Real Talk Monday once
And
again, everyone. See you again next time in Fortnight's time.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
bye.
Take care.
God bless.
See you, Rain. See you, Bibo. Mabuhay, everyone.